How do you feel about Ahab's obsession with Moby Dick?
Methinks that Captain Ahab's obsession with the great white whale Moby Dick is very big. He become a very selfish man, only care for himself, no longer care for the crew, always searching for only Moby Dick. He don't care for any other whales. This why Queequeg no longer want to be part of the crew. Captain Ahab is not Queequeg's captain.
How was your first encounter with Ishmael, and how did this affect your relationship on the Pequod?
Ishmael is me best friend of the whole crew. First time I met him, I was about to sleep. Ishmael was in Queequeg's bed. Queequeg was scared by Ishmael. I almost killed he. After that day, Ishmael and Queequeg become very close. I save Ishmael's life and always protect him from the rest of the crew.
Who the devil is he? Speak! You don't speak, I kill thee!
How do you feel about hunting Moby Dick? That blasted whale took off my leg, and for that I'll have its life. There's no evil greater than the white whale. I don't care if it costs me my ship, my life, or even my crew's life. I will kill that whale. Even if it takes months or years, I will hunt that world until the end of the world.
Think you will succeed in killing Moby Dick?
I must, for Moby Dick has committed an unforgivable offense, and for that I will have its life. I don't care what obstacles stand in my way. I will succeed if it's the last thing I do. I will not stop until I have Moby Dick's dead carcass sitting in front of me. Whoso of you raises me a white-headed whale with a wrinkled brow and a crooked jaw, whoso of you raises me that white-headed whale with 3 holes punctured in his starboard fluke, look ye, whosoever of ye raises me that same white whale, he shall have this gold ounce, my boys.
Huzzah! Huzzah!
It's a white whale, I say, a white whale. Skin your eyes for him, men. Look sharp for white water. If you see but a bubble, sing out. Death and devils, men, it is Moby Dick. Moby Dick. Moby Dick.
Captain Ahab. Captain Ahab, I have heard of Moby Dick, but it was not Moby Dick that took off thy leg.
Who told thee that? Aye, Starbuck, aye, my hearties all round. It was Moby Dick that dismasted me. Moby Dick that brought me to this dead stump I stand on now. Aye, aye. Aye, aye, it was that accursed white whale that raised me, made a poor pegging lubber for me forever and a day. Aye, aye, and I'll chase him round Good Hope, and round the Horn, and round the Norway maelstrom, and round perdition's flames before I give him up. And this is what ye have shipped for, men, to chase that white whale on both sides of land, and over all sides of earth, till he spouts black blood and rolls fin out. What say ye, men? Will ye splice hands on it now? I think you do look brave.
Aye, aye, a sharp eye for the white whale, a sharp lance for Moby Dick.
God bless ye. God bless ye, men.
How do you feel about Ahab's obsession?
Well, it's pretty horrible because considering he's the captain, you would think that he would care more about his crew, and now we're just going off trying to vengeance crap. So we're here trying to kill this freaking whale that really didn't even try to kill him personally. It's all instinct, so I don't even understand why he's so obsessed with it.
How do you feel about being first mate?
Well, it's pretty sucky considering that I'm the only one with my mindset of, dude, we shouldn't go after this whale. But I don't know, just whatever. I have really no say in anything anymore. so there's really no point in me being actual first name.
But what's this long face about, Mr. Starbuck? Wilt thou not chase the white whale? Art not game for Moby Dick?
I am game for his crooked jaw, and for the jaws of death too, Captain Ahab, if it fairly comes in the way of business we follow. But I came here to hunt whales, not my commander's vengeance. How many barrels will thy vengeance yield thee if thou gettest Captain Ahab? It will not fetch thee much in our Nantucket market.
Nantucket market? Who? But come closer, Starbuck. Thou requirest a little lower layer. If money's to be the measure, man, and the accountants have computed their great counting house, the globe, by girdling it with guineas, 1 to every 3 parts of an inch, then let me tell thee, here, that my vengeance will fetch a great premium, here.
Vengeance on a dumb brute that simply smote thee from blindest instinct, madness, to be enraged with dumbest thing. Captain Ahab seems blasphemous.
Hark ye yet again, the little lower layer. All visible objects, man, are but as pasteboard marks. But in each event, in the living act, the undoubting deed, there, some unknown but still reasoning thing puts forth the moldings of its features from behind the unreasoning mask. If man will strike through the mask. How can the prisoner reach outside except by thrusting through the wall? To me, the white whale is that wall, shoved near to me. Sometimes I think there's naught beyond, but 'tis enough. He tasks me, he heaps me. I see in him outrageous strength, with an inscrutable malice sinewing it. That inscrutable thing is chiefly what I hate, and be the white whale agent or be the white whale principal, I will wreak that hate upon him. Talk not to me of blasphemy, man. I'd strike the sun if it insulted me. For could the sun do that, then could I do the other, since there is ever a sort of fair play herein. Jealousy presiding over all creations, but not my master, man. Is even that fair play? Who's over me? Truth hath no confines. Take off thine eye. More intolerable than fiends' glarings is a doltish stare. So thou reddenest and palest. My heat has melted thee to anger glow. But look ye, Starbuck, what is said in heat, that thing unsays itself. There are men from whom warm words are small indignity. I meant not to incense thee. Let it go. Look! See yonder Turkish cheeks of spotted tawn, living, breathing pictures, painted by the sun. The pagan leopards, the unrecking and unworshipping things that live and seek, and give no reasons for the torrid life they feel. The crew, man, the crew! Are they not one and all with Ahab in this matter of the whale? See Stubb, he laughs. See yonder Chilean, he snorts to think of it. Stand up amid the general hurricane. Thy one tossed sapling cannot. Starbuck, and what is it? Reckon it, 'tis but to help strike a fin. No wondrous feat for Starbuck. What is it more? From this one poor hunt, then, the best lands out of all Nantucket. Surely he will not hang back when every foremast hand has clutched a whetstone. Ah, constraining sees thee, I see. The billow lifts thee. Speak, but speak. Aye, aye. Thy silence, then, that voices thee. Something shot from my dilated nostrils. He has inhaled it in his lungs. Starbuck now is mine, cannot oppose me, now, without rebellion.
God keep me, keep us all.
How do you feel about chasing Moby Dick?
I think chasing Moby Dick is a great new way for me to explore and go on an adventure and use the harpoons, which I've been waiting to use.
How do you feel about Ahab's obsession with Moby Dick?
I believe Ahab knows what he's doing. I'm just a teacher, and he's like the captain, so he should know what he's doing with chasing Moby Dick. His obsession is probably, he has his own reasons.